Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Horizon Zero Dawn. Last episode we went and killed one of the Deathbringer robots, which is a massive machine that I've seen remains of all throughout the region. There has been a fight going on with those things all over the place. And we made our way into this building, these ruins, FARO Automated Solutions. They seem to be where all this came from. We're investigating now to see what we can find. Oh yes, and apparently, I am Elizabeth Sorbet, or something like that. Except I'm not, so I'm still going with the idea that I am a clone. Alright, let's keep making our way through this place and see what else we can find. Plenty in here to find.
The air. There's no smell to it. Not even old
Excuse
death.
me.
Nothing natural.
Indeed. Ah,
Another cave-in. But I could get through.
but we do have something here. Re-complaint. Text mail from J. Friedkin. Data corruption minimal. From J. Friedkin to reception. Hey, reception, if that is your real name. Want to know who scheduled Indo-Malay right next to Fresh Grounds? That would be me, Senior VP of Sales. Want to know why? After that little hair-pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. I'll explain, because your receptionist-level brain probably requires it. Those two sides are fighting. And what do we sell? That's right, combat machines! We want them to hate each other, so they will try to fight each other with... what? That's right again, combat machines! Which they will pay us a lot of money for. So I suggest you go back to serving coffee with a blank smile, and let me do my much more complicated job. Thanks a bunch, Mr. Friedkin to you. Wow, okay, he was a dick. Let's not deal with him again. Okay, moving on. Oh jeez. Oh boy. Well, I guess we're not going back. Or maybe we can. Oh, this would lead us back downstairs. Yes, that's where we came in. With one of those chariots, as they were called.
Looks like I can climb here.
Okay. Ah. Hold on. Is there something else on the other direction? No, definitely not. Okay, clearly we do need to climb, since the elevators are very clearly out of order. Okay, supply crate. Ah, there, I see. There's a point over there we need to climb to. Is there anything we can climb up over here? Okay, we can't break anything here. Aha! Climbed up the wrong side. There we go. Alright, made it over to here.
Made it.
Indeed you did, Aloy. Now, looks like we're going to need to go through those stairs, but let's look at what else is around here. Big room around here. More holo projectors. Before we activate it, let's see if there's anything else around here. Doesn't appear to be. Fine. Let's see what this holo projector will tell us. I don't know if they'll all be the same thing, but...
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance. It boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions. From 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of allied chariot line models.
Surgical
and
repairs?
You've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The corruptor.
Yeah.
Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
So I was about to say. And it mentioned that it can repair the chariot, which is the Deathbringer. Do we have something different from this one?
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network.
That's new.
Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee.
Wait.
Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were FARO machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves.
Oh boy.
Then how would you ever stop them?
Yeah, that's the good question. And the last one?
The FSP-5 Khopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Khopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
Okay. So I haven't seen this Metal Devil yet, but I'm concerned about when we will. Nothing in here. Ah, here we have something. Spiritual Summit from text mail from Ted FARO. From Ted FARO to Paula Vassara, subject Spiritual Summit. Paula, recent events have sharpened my perspective, and I think that I and FAS in general have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. Not under any specific religious framework, of course, but in a more general sense, as in not giving enough thought to our shared values, hopes, and aspirations for the afterlife. I'd like you to reach out to religious leaders of every stripe with the intention of scheduling a conference soon. Very soon. I'll have more thoughts about the agenda later, but for now, let's put out some feelers and see if we can lock something in. Make it a big dent. No kooks, but anyone with a credible audience. Let's go deluxe. Make it clear we'll spare no expense. Talking about the afterlife. And is there anything in here? There is. FAS campus log. High priority alert. Automated log note. All non-essential systems have entered hibernation. Automated log note. Full lockdown has been initiated. High priority alert. Due to the increasing frequency of violent protests targeting the campus, the security of FAS employees can no longer be guaranteed. Therefore, we have taken the difficult decision to shutter this facility indefinitely. Staff will be briefed on a block-by-block basis regarding proper procedure for archiving and/or disposal of project-related data and materials. HiSec and its crisis team will then conduct exit review before all areas are locked down. Priority messaging to all staff in E and F blocks. Treat the current lockdown situation as an exercise, but do not attempt to release the hatches or otherwise exit the buildings. A reminder that while high-sec personnel remain committed to employee safety during the current unfortunate events, personal firearms must be relinquished when presenting for identiscan. Additional public access roads en route to the campus have now been closed to relieve waiting time at the outer security cordons. HiSec reminds all staff that the campus remains off-limits to the public. Following recent campus security issues, all staff are reminded that presenting for identiscan and displaying your security badge prominently at all times for image analytics are both mandatory. In light of recent acts of terrorism directed at the rapid transit system, HiSec now offers a Big Brother initiative to accompany staff traveling from off-site. Sign-up is required and strongly encouraged. 48 more entries in high priority, additional entries corrupted. Okay, something was going on here. Let's keep moving.
People were angry at FARO, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
Clearly.
It's like the way up. What's left of it.
Well, up we go.
It'll be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
Okay then. Oh, time for another climbing. This is gonna be a
Let's can find a way to hang on up here. Guess I can too.
Hold on. There's something here.
Frost catching in my throat.
It's like there was another route, though. Okay, we got another one. Regarding the rumors.
Crisis that began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise you, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
Yeah. Okay. This is quite a view, I can say that. That's the way through. What did the other route go? Yeah, I'm curious what is in the other route. Does look like there's something else over here, but I can't see anything. Oh, that was just another way to get up. Okay, no big deal then. Let's head around. Alright, climbing again. Another point to climb. Okay, something else to loot here. Huh. Made it. Ah, here's something. All hands on deck. Text mail from Gordon Nakata. From Gordon Nakata to Gina Zierman. Subject: all hands on deck. Gina, ever hear of the Melville Island Fruit Association? Neither had I until they filed suit against us this morning. Apparently there's a little island paradise off the coast of Australia, population 2,700, all of whom hate us, now that a stray Hearts Timor unit is chowing down on their largest mango orchard. That brings the official count of Heart Timor-related lawsuits to 127, most of them from private companies, but also a bunch of individuals, nation-states, and NGOs. That's not even counting the mother of all liability claims from Hearts itself. Call every external firm we've ever used, then call their competitors. We're going to need every corporate defense lawyer we can find who's still half sober and on the bar. Gordon Nakata, Associate General Counsel, FAS. I think I just understood what happened in the past. Now, we understand so far that it was machines that were made, and we've got machines going after us. But now with all this talk about biofuel and the like, it sounds like what happened was they made machines for war or other sorts of things, including self-replicating, who, well, they made an effort to go green, which meant they wouldn't have used, you know, the standard kind of fuel. No gas, no oil, none of that stuff. Of course, we know standard green fuel is solar energy, but that has limitations on how much it can power. And wind energy, which you can't really strap a wind turbine onto the back of a robot. But with the mention of biofuel, it sounds like these robots survive by consuming biofuel, and if you give them the wrong AI, it'll start searching for biofuel to stay alive. And then things start going wrong. Oh! I didn't realize I had... Okay, that was close. Okay, let's keep going up. Looks like we got another thing here. It's apparently getting very cold. This had to be another way to get up. I just want to see that other way up, because I like exploring. I mean, that one's obviously a quicker way up, but I'm curious. is a long route. Okay, maybe I was wrong. That wasn't what I thought it was.
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
Oh, I can drop to ledge. Okay, fine. Let's just continue on here. We have another note. Banda C incident. Banda C? From Stacy Anders to Robert Rescher, subject dolphin vid. Bob, another problem to add to our big steaming pile. Apparently a fisherman in the Banda C captured video of a Hartz Timor Horus unit refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline of Pulau Wetar, on a pod of endangered dolphins no less, quite possibly the last of their kind. Not to get graphic, but it looks like what happens inside a blender, as if the robot was whipping up a big pink swirling milkshake of dolphin chum. Our suppression team has scrubbed it from 43 networks, but it's still propagating, so it's only a matter of time before it goes viral. A prepared statement feels grossly insufficient. Any suggestions? This one's a real stinker. Stacy Anders, VP PRFAS. I've got to be correct here. Also, yeah, I want to see what that outer path was. You know me, I gotta explore all the paths, see if there's anything unique. Okay, we know about that. Okay, we make it to here. Door here that won't open. Walk around out here. Oh. I don't care about that supply crate, truth be told. Let's see. Aha! And that's how we make it over to here. Okay. Now then, let's continue. Yeah, it seems I was right. Whatever they did, it went very wrong.
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds.
We are almost at the top of this place. In fact, we are at the top of this place. There's no more to it.
Alright. Made it. Wonder what we'll find.
Search FARO's office for information about Dr. Sobek. This really is a hell of a height. Can't even see anything from up here anymore. All time to find out.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy item privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Okay. What do we have? Of 31st of October,
Elizabeth,
2064.
it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted FARO brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another FARO has been recovered.
Another one.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
The FARO robots threatened all life on Earth, but somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final FARO has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
So then what's Zero
What
Dawn?
made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
I've heard mention of a plague. Was her plan... Here's my theory as to what her plan was. Seeing that the robots were going to consume all life, everything on Earth, her plan must have been, well, we are obviously a clone. Her plan must have been store the genetic material and information on all life as a sort of backup. And then send out some sort of plague or disease that would destroy all life before the robots could, or at least destroy all the humans. Then, after a significant amount of time had passed, humans would be brought back. That's my theory. Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose.
A reasonable question.
I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that FARO robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name.
Yes, for good reason.
Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
Fine, Silence. You don't understand.
You have no idea what I've been through. How hard it's been. My whole life, I grew up not knowing who I am or where I came from, and then come the Eclipse trying to kill me just because I look like this Elizabeth Sobek woman.
And they killed the man who raised you and you found in the mountain as a baby. I already know this through your focus.
The point is, every time I take a step forward, the answers slip farther from my grasp. You just don't understand.
It's not that I don't understand, Aloy. It's that I don't care.
Oof.
If the answers keep slipping away every step you take, then you best start running to catch up. Maybe then you'll realize just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that FARO robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
I have questions.
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you've still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Jeez. How about we start with who is Hades?
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect FARO robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
That's my
Now
theory.
that's enough talking. Be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
Yeah, I think she has reason to ask some of these questions. FARO robots?
You said you've known for some time that FARO war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
What are your intentions?
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
How are you tracking my focus?
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
And Elizabeth Sobek, is she still alive?
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
I doubt it. I doubt she's still alive. I'm done with you.
Elizabeth told Ted FARO she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the eastern mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll
Okay.
meet in person, and your manners had better be improved.
Oh, we got a skill point out of that. That's only one.
Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least.
The Grave
U.S.
Horde.
Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Well, let's take the ride down, just for the sake of getting down this way. Because fun.
Sounds exciting. Good.
I just want to take this route down, and then I'll end the episode. And with that, I am out of here. And now I can get out and leave. Let me just kill this rat. That said, I apologize for the episode being kind of long, but Well, that's what happens when you suddenly get a big lore dump at the end of a long exploration section. So, I'm gonna go ahead and
Easier when I was a kid.
end this episode here. Next episode, well, we do have the quest, the Grave Horde. By my understanding, this here is the point where you should be able to actually do the expansion content. So instead, I'm going to put the main quest line on hold, and we're going to work on doing the expansion content. Where is it? Into the Frozen Wilds. Banuk lands found north of the Grave Horde. Oh, north of the Grave Horde. Where is that? Ah, I see. That's why. Well, as I said, I'm going to end this episode here. I'm just going to jump over to this campfire so that I can deal with the loading screen, and I'm probably going to sell a bunch of the loot I have and end this episode here. Next episode, we'll make our way towards the Grave Horde and try and make our way to the DLC as well. It'll be interesting to see what there is there and what's going on. But this story, even if it's a little cliche, I'm getting very interested. But that'll all be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44, also known as Falai. That is Aloy. This has been a Let's Play of Horizon Zero Dawn. And I shall see you all next time.